sorry if you're not already following my main page. That's Msniquerevamp on all of these platforms. I cover all sorts of subjects that just tend to blow my mind. Basically, with all of that being said, y'all check me out. I can't make this shit up. If you following, thank you for being a part of the village. Hey, what's going on, family, and welcome to a new edition of I Can't Make This Shit Up. You know I'm your queen stud, Miss Sneak, also known as Msniquerevamp. Look, I'm going to get right on into it. This first story is heartbreaking, utterly heartbreaking, and I need the entire village to get in on this and figure out how we can get this family some justice. Yeah, this is going to be a couple stories, but this very first story is going to be about Sincere. Without further ado, let's get into it. Hey guys, as you can see, according to the headline, Sincere was actually shot 24 times. Now, I don't know what kind of special kind of human being or what special kind of demon you got to hold inside of you that you kill a 15-year-old baby and shoot him 24 fucking times. From head to toe, you guys. And as you can also see by this headlines, he lost his mother in 2019. Freak accident with the Red Line L train in Chicago. I don't know what else needs to happen, but we definitely need the village for this story. We need a village for this family. Let me let you hear what how the aunt describes the situation.
Shot everywhere from his feet to the ground of his head. What type of animal does that?
Brandy Martin overwhelmed with emotions after returning from the medical examiner's office identifying her young nephew, Sincere Cole. The 15-year-old shot 24 times, murdered just around the block from his home.
I forgot the look on his face that he had when he died. Help! You see it in his face.
The teen's death just another fatal blow for his family. His mother, Fallon Smith, was struck and killed by a CTA Red Line train in 2019 while trying to get her phone.
I want somebody to feel like I feel.
This murder took place on Saturday, this past Saturday. And there is a GoFundMe account set up by Brandy to get funeral arrangements and burial things paid for. I actually put that in the clip. Y'all, while I never, ever hope to ever understand directly how she feels, you, just like me, I know, can empathize and sympathize for her and this family. We have got to find the animal who slaughtered this baby the way they did. Justice for Sincere. I can't make this shit up. As if the last story wasn't enough, here we go again. Beautiful 9-year-old Ashanti Grant was minding her own business, watching cartoons in the back seat of a vehicle when shots rang out. She apparently is a victim of road rage, y'all. This innocent, beautiful baby girl was shot in the freaking head. Now, this happened on February 8th. That baby is still in the hospital in critical condition to this day. Now, Houston Police Department has already put up a $30,000 reward for the capture of whoever in the hell did this to Ashanti. Now, we again need the village to come on out here and y'all say something. Come on now. This baby in the hospital fighting for her life, and all she was doing was being 9. Sitting in the backseat of her parents' vehicle like our kids do all the time. Innocently watching cartoons. And because of egos, or whatever the case may be, this baby is fighting for her life. Imagine if this was you. Let's get this family some answers. And let's get Ashanti some justice. Please keep this family and Ashanti in your prayers. I can't make this shit up. And in an effort to kind of shift gears just a little bit, I want to talk to you guys about Vincent Simmons, who was just literally released from prison after serving 45 years for allegedly raping twin sisters. This man has declared his innocence from the very beginning. I think it's important that y'all listen to some of the stuff that's happening in this clip right here, and then we revisit the rest of this story. Hold on.
After serving nearly 45 years of a 100-year sentence at Angola, Vincent Simmons is free. Take a look at this. You can see him walking out of the prison gates here just hours ago. He served more than 4 decades for attempted aggravated rape of 14-year-old twins back in 1977, a crime that he maintains he did not commit.
Now, y'all see that it says that Judge William Bennett determined that the extremely brief trial that led to the conviction of Vincent more than 4 decades ago was unfair. Okay, here's more.
Judge William Bennett granted Vincent Simmons a new trial, making it clear that Simmons was not given a fair trial when he was convicted back in 1977. The judge said this was due to both new evidence and evidence that was not presented in trial over 4 decades ago, including a medical report from the then district attorney that said the 14-year-olds that accused Simmons of rape had no evidence of sexual assault. Those representing Simmons say they never saw that information until after he was found guilty.
Say what? But wait, there's more. As if the last... Alright, so we're not going to sit back and just act like we didn't just hear them say. The medical examiner actually said that there was no evidence that these twins were actually assaulted at all. And we also not going to ignore the fact that they gave this man 100 years for this crime. Now, I am a sexual abuse survivor, and I am often enraged with the sentences these freaking pedophiles get. Typically, it seems like more like a damn slap on the wrist. But I certainly ain't never heard of somebody getting 100 years. You knew something might have been suspicious about this case from the beginning. But here's more. And what you're about to hear, you need to brace yourself for.
Riddle said while he believed there was enough evidence to convict Simmons again, quote, for what purpose would he make the women go through another trial?
We've had enough. We fought for 44 years. We've had enough. We got 44 years. We're happy with that. We're tired. We want it behind us. And he went in guilty. He's still guilty, and he'll die guilty. We got our 44 years. Praise God.
These 2 decisions now make Vincent Simmons a free man after serving nearly 45 years.
These women said they tired. They said they've been fighting for 45 years. They tired. Their attorney said, for what reason? For what reason would he put them through this all over again? For the reason that justice ain't been served, as far as I'm concerned. Because if somebody done violated me, goddammit, I'm going tooth and nail until I have no breath left in me to make sure that you serve that time. What do you mean? They very content at the fact that this man served just 45 years. Okay. Let's hear what his attorney has to say.
This is the first time he's ever received justice, and I think Judge Bennett said it on the record. And God used Judge Bennett to cut him loose. For 28 years, his petitions were being denied. The 16 other years that he was in there, that evidence was being withheld from him. Think about that. And what I think people really need to think about is it could be you. It could be you. Right? And people don't think about that like that. That this type of thing could be done to him. You could be framed and in 60 days thrown in prison for 100 years.
This man served 45 years in prison allegedly for something he didn't even have evidence had happened. Essentially being framed and convicted in 60 days to 100 years. And the lawyer for the victim says, why put them through this again?